Have you ever ordered plants from a nursery only to get that call? Just give us a few more days. Then a week goes by. Your room sits empty. Schedules slip. Everything falls out of rhythm. And when the plants finally do show up, sometimes they're too small, sometimes they're not even the variety you ordered in the first place. Or even worse, they bring uninvited guests. Bugs, disease, hop latent viroid hiding in the leaves. One bad batch can devastate your garden and take months to recover. This is the part of the industry few people do well. A niche, all on its own, where precision, timing, and trust mean everything. And that's exactly where Lifecycle Botanics comes in. Here on Vancouver Island, the team has built a reputation on protecting the foundation of every successful grow, the genetics. From sterile mother rooms and in-house lab testing to climate-controlled delivery vans sanitized after every trip, nothing leaves here by chance. Behind the scenes, they have engineered tools to keep every step consistent, like bottom watering trays that deliver the perfect moisture, to plug poppers that speeds up production without damaging roots, and a secure shipping system that even upside down boxes arrive intact. With decades in the cultivation game, Mark knows what it takes to get it right from day one. And in this episode, he's pulling back the curtain to show exactly how it's done. So stick around, you're about to learn from one of the best. Oh, hey there. I'm perusing through the back end of our YouTube channel, Growing Exposed, and I was shocked to find out that 75% of our loyal, dedicated viewers have still yet to subscribe. Here's the deal. YouTube's algorithm is a bit picky, especially when it comes to cannabis-related content, even if it's made responsibly and factually. But when you, the viewer, hit the subscribe button, you're telling the algorithm loud and clear, we want more of this. It makes all the difference in our ability to keep creating it. Together, we can make sure our voices are heard. Thanks for watching. Once again, we're on beautiful Vancouver Island, and we're with Mark from Lifecycle Botanics. It's exciting. We're fishing, of course, because that's what you do on Vancouver Island. I mean, this is a hell of a way to start a morning.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one, man. Yeah!
Yeah, buddy! We got fish on!
Yes, that's a nice one. Oh yeah,
good looking.
beauty.
There you go. Why did you decide to start growing in Nanaimo?
More of a lifestyle choice. Ended up relocating Covert Valley over here, expanding in the nursery.
I think it's really important in the cannabis space to find a niche within it. So being a nursery, there's not tons of competition in the nursery sector. And, you know, everybody's growing, everybody's trying to create a brand, everybody's making flower.
Yeah, I mean, I flowered for years, and but we were also, at the same time, we were always into genetics and always did our own cuts, and just wanted to do something a little different. It's, you know, there's a lot to a nursery. Mm-hmm. It's quite underestimated what goes into it, I think. Mm-hmm. And that's probably why not a lot of guys stay in it, you know, or are doing it, because, you know, the responsibility is huge.
Monstrous, right?
Fish on, fish on.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Who wants this?
Yours. Welcome.
Yeah. So interesting enough, this is the final product, right?
Yeah, one of our products.
Because typically in every other garden, we'd be going into the curing room and showing the final vault and being like, this is the flower. But here, this is your final product. And interesting enough about it is it's a nursery. And you do pre-teens and you sell them just like this. And these are going out today, correct?
Yes. These are ready to ship as we speak. In the back here, we can see that they're getting ready, boxed up. We'll be loading them up in the van, climate-controlled van that we have here for deliveries, and they'll be going out to our client here within a couple hours. We do courier out of province using, exterior couriers, but for the pre-veg or teens, we have several different versions of them. Mostly, we like ground transport to be economical. If we have to start air shipping them out of province, it gets a little bit expensive that way.
Yeah.
So these work really well for BC growers, but cautiously packing, cautiously looking at temperatures, seasons. When it's cold out,
You got to make sure that truck's warm.
yeah, they basically put them in their room, acclimate them, and they're ready to flip.
Yeah. So for a cultivator, time is money, right? So if you're not spot on with your timing, from mother stock to cutting to final product like this, they're going to be short days, time, energy, and it will mess with their cycle. So typically in the gray market, when you buy a clone like this, you're buying someone else's problems potentially, right? So you're never guaranteed the exact strain. You're never guaranteed that it's going to be hop latent free or there's maybe a pesticide. Here in the legal market, there has to be guarantees that you're actually getting that genetic, you're getting the right plant, number one, you're getting something that's completely disease-free. Because if not, that consumer has to deal with all those problems later on in flower.
They're living plants, and there's a lot of variables with growth rates and timing and rooting times, periods, and so many things from the beginning till the day they ship, like today. Everything has to line up.
You're an integral part of the cog for all intents and purposes, because some producers are relying on you to be their vegetative and their mother stock and their health, because if we don't get this right, the rest of the crop is guaranteed not to succeed. If the potential of a disease, a bug, anything isn't managed here and it's passed all the way down the line, that is very, very concerning. So this is part of an integrated pest management program, and you're able to identify if a bug has come in the garden at all. And this is what you want your carts to look like. There's gonna be bugs no matter what. How long you had this cart up?
About a month.
About a month. And there's very, very, very little on it. But this is to identify the potential of the problem ahead of it.
Correct.
So
we use Aureus here as well.
Yeah.
And Aureus is a flying predator, and those are actually Aureus that are on that card.
They're Aureus over fungus gnat.
Yeah.
So this is a predator bug. It's a good bug, but you're able to identify that they're on there, and you're able to identify bugs before there's a potential problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super important. So Mark, you're not kidding, eh? It's a fully acclimated van. What went into this?
What we found is with vehicles, even like the exhaust system, a lot of time can cause heat penetration through the bottom, like of a truck or a van.
Sure.
So, that's one issue. We've got summer temperatures, winter temperatures. So, and also keeping it sealed from any outside contaminants. So we built this box for that reason. It's climate controlled with up in the cab, so we can adjust the temperatures from the cab and always monitor it from there. And we also actually had some sticky strips in there as well. You'll see when I open the door. That's in case any bugs fly in while we're loading. The sticky strips will hopefully catch them and make sure we keep the plant safe. We also added extra styrofoam just for the reason of any penetration, because the root is the most fragile part of the plant. If you overheat the roots or chill those roots, that is the core of the plant. So we also have extra insulation on there as well.
It looks like a simple bottle, but there's nothing simple about what's inside. Selected from trusted local suppliers and crafted from the finest ingredients, Green Planet was born over 25 years ago in Canada. Since then, these formulas have been validated by thousands of North American cultivation facilities. And in Australia, we don't just make Green Planet products. We hold ourselves to the highest standards of manufacturing in a triple ISO certified facility, delivering products designed to unlock nature's full potential. We take our nutrients very seriously because we know what's at stake for you, the grower. With every drop in this bottle being a testament to what can be achieved when science and nature unite.
So we're in the mother room. How many different genetics are you growing here?
We normally run anywhere from 12 to 14 different strains at a time in production. Some of them are clients that will actually give us their genetic to mother up for them, supply clones or teens. And then we of course have a bunch of our own genetics in here as well. So we have a couple different stages of mothers in here. We don't like to keep the mother stock for too long. As they age, they can get root bound or brittle or be more prone to diseases. So we try to do a fairly, relatively quick rotation of mother stock here.
Yep.
And yeah, we got a few custom things like these trays, for example, is something specific to Lifecycle. These allow us to get in here to work on the plants. We can get in, we can trim and work on them. Once we do a big trim back, we want to reduce the light for stress and everything else after a cut. So this allows us to move the plants around where we need to go. Everything's sloped. So, and as you can see, there's channels here as well. So any of the salts, that are flushing through are not going to go back and get pulled up by another pot. It's going to go straight through and out.
It's nice they're elevated.
Yeah.
So that also ensures less potential problems.
Yeah. And great for sterilization too.
What is it you look for in genetics? What traits do you typically look for when it comes to a cultivar?
So I think every year it's becoming more. There's a higher demand,
Absolutely.
It starts with, of course, there's the basic parameters: yield, THC level, terpenes. Those are always the kind of the main three.
Yeah.
But then we look further into it of trimmability, terpene profiles. There's a lot to look at with genetics.
Bag appeal, how quickly it roots, I assume, is important.
Yeah. Overall growability, maintenance.
Yeah.
Some plants that can be hhigher maintenance than others for the cultivators.
Sure.
So, you get some that just grows wild and they've got to put a lot of work into trimming it back and dealing with, a lot of maintenance on that. So,
yeah.
And the end product needs to be desirable.
Absolutely.
It needs to have a market. It's a whole nother part of the genetic side of things is looking at market saturation, not overselling certain genetics into, to producers and having a bottleneck when it comes to their sales channels. Some's export, some's domestic markets, but we have to look at all that as well because we don't want to oversell the same genetic to some BC growers that are all going for a BC SKU.
So I know as a cultivator, timing is essential. And needing the right amount of cuts and having the right amount of mothers, this is a never-ending game of ensuring that you have enough vegetative to take cuttings. How many cuttings do you take from each plant, percentage-wise, without getting to the point where that plant's completely stripped?
Well, there's a lot of variables. It depends on the plant size and what set of cuts it's on, whether it's first set of cuts, second, third. As the plant gets older, obviously, it becomes larger and based on also demand of how many cuttings are required for each order. It's very complicated to judge upcoming orders, plant recovery time, clone rooting time, and factoring all together to have those clones available for the clients in the right volume. And also regeneration of the mother plants and bringing in the new mother stock after all the hops testing, etc. And when we destroy the old stock and bring the new stock back in, we have to try to minimize the gaps
Yeah.
and not have nothing available for, maybe weeks if there's a plant that's still, mother stock that's still growing up to size.
And having that downtime doesn't cut it for the end consumer.
They need to be available.
They need to be available.
Yeah.
It's necessary. I'm here with John, head of production at Lifecycle, and we're about to take some clones.
Yep. So we wait till our mothers are grown up nicely for about 3 weeks. Our intervals are 3 weeks from when we cut the clone and when we let them grow back nice and healthy to this size.
Okay.
What I like to do is clean up the bottoms first. Give yourself a little bit of breathing room for these plants.
Okay.
And then chop them down, probably about a third of the way down. Open them right up, let them breathe. It's always good to let your plants breathe. Have a lot of space to grow back. And I like to do it all at the same time. I don't just take the cuts, put them back, and we deal with cleaning them up later. I'll take the cuts.
Large cuts.
Large cuts, yeah, large cuts. We like to give our customers the best, strongest cuts. And then what I'll do is I'll de-leaf as we go here. Just gonna slip.
So it gets a full cleanup
Full cleanup.
on top of having all the cuttings.
Yeah, full cleanup. Whatever dead leaf might be hiding from the sun, from the lights.
Yep. You're taking off about half the overall foliage.
Yes. Yeah.
Ballpark.
Yeah. Then it's still healthy and has an easy time growing back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll do that to each plant in the row. So it's a nice even canopy. Nothing overcrowds anything else.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There you go. That's pretty much exactly what we got there.
That's done. Next plant.
That's done. So it's a little bit lower than the plant behind it, right?
Yeah. Definitely thinned out, but not taken off so much that that plant's going to go into monster shock.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And then,
We'll bring these cuts to the crew.
yeah.
And then they'll go about cutting the clones.
Beautiful. So John, what goes into making the perfect clone?
Well, we like to grab the best branches. We cut it to right around just over 3 inches, hit it at a 45-degree angle. And we'll trim off any large leaf that might overshadow the clone next to it. And then we plug it into our trays using stem root number 2, which we've used it for a long time.
Yeah, it's a staple.
It's old school, yeah. And then we have a nice even tray. Root them for about 10 to 14 days and clean them up, whatever might show up, and send them on out.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Growing Exposed is more than just a video series. It's an integral part of our community. Did you know that being connected to us, you can save money on nutrients, lighting, dehumidification, and practically any other products that you would need to grow? Thanks to our large community, manufacturers give us exclusive direct grower discounts, which add up to big savings. We even have a program to save you substantial money on packaging, pop tops, glass jars, Mylar bags, labels, and stickers. Plus, we can save you money on promotional items and so much more. All the information on how you can take advantage of the discounts are in the description. And the best part is, it's free. So sign up now. So what I like to see is innovative grow how. This shouts, you know what you're doing, you've been in the industry a while, and you've done something unique. What do we have here?
This is what we call our dipping machine.
Okay.
Designed in-house with our team, custom fabricator that we work with. The idea was to create an even water table at all times. So by having the 2 manifolds here, you can drop a propagation tray on there and always assure that it's going to get watered equally and only wicking the water up. We don't like to top water anything. That creates other problems, slows down rooting. So everything's bottom watered, bottom dipped. And you can, this is on wheels, so we can bring it in to the propagation room, and you can bring a tray down and put it on there and let it soak itself up to the right amount of water content.
Okay.
It also works well for our blueberry bassiana treatments. We
Okay.
can add the product, and it'll keep a consistent mix happening. It's always mixing and keeping it all uniform. So yeah, it's been a great machine for us. It speeds up the watering of the clone trays. It keeps them very uniform, not overwatering, not underwatering, and it's been a really beneficial part of our company.
And once again, link in a chain, you've got a UV sterilizing bulb that kills the potential of any pathogens
Yes.
down in the water.
So we have two different machines, one with the UV that we cannot use the blueberry bassiana in because the UV will actually kill that. But the other machine that has the UV is recycling through the UV light and making sure that there's no bacterias or problems that can be recirculating.
This is just watering at its finest. 5-10 seconds, the plants are wicking it up through capillary action, and a nice even watering. So that's really cool old school grow how. Right? Consistency, right? Another SOP on watering, on the most basic of things. You've got a system down where all the plants get the proper amount of water, and I love stuff like this. One of the things I really like, obviously, is the plant identification tags. They're all Green Planet, which is really, really nice. This is something that we made specifically for Lifecycle Botanics. And excitingly enough, on the back of it, has a QR code that goes to Growing Exposed. So in the future, you'll be able to click on that QR code and you'll be able to see this exact episode coming to you soon.
We're going to do a demo here with the clone popping machine.
Plug popper.
Plug popper. So this is where we sort our clones before shipment. So all of our orders are overcut by average of 20%. So we have lots of extras to be able to hand pick all the most even, consistent clones when they're ready before shipment. So we developed this machine for several reasons. One is for efficiency. Just getting the plugs pushed out of the sockets. Prior to this, you would have to use a tool of some sort and poke them out.
Pencil, basically.
Basically, yeah. So, and there's several problems with that. One is now you're pushing up against the roots on each one, which can be a transfer for pathogens.
Absolutely.
That's one. Efficiency is obviously the other. And also damaging the roots by poking them, with a instrument, you can damage the roots. So the lineup tabs make it pretty difficult to mess it up. With one hit, now it's elevated all of the plugs, and now we can just easily access them without having to poke and cause any damage to the plants. When we're done, we can drop it down quickly, remove the tray, and now we can sterilize that entire surface with Virkon, making sure that we kill any potential hoplite and viroid.
That's it. That's simple. Ready for the next tray. It's also nice because these are difficult to pull out. If they're being shipped out to the customer right away, they've already been removed. So they're going to be much easier to pull out
Yes,
at the actual cultivation facility.
yes.
So dollars-wise, in the legal market, what does a clone like that go for?
They fluctuate based on order sizes, consistency of orders, but on average, $10.50, $11.50 range.
Okay. So slightly more expensive than what you'd see in the gray market, but you're not comparing apples to apples here. For the extra cost, for me, that's a no-brainer. Knowing that you've inoculated with a beneficial fungus, you've done all the hoplite testing, and you're not giving me a potential problem like you would normally see in the gray market. You've done all the pheno hunting, and you know percentages wise, very specifically what that consumer is going to get in the end, that's very important, right? And more importantly, you know, you ordered a rock star, you're going to get a rock star. You're going to get a strain very specific, and you know for sure that that's that actual phenotype.
Yes.
Where it's guesswork in the gray market. You might get that plant, you might not. Here's a tray of plants, good luck.
Well, we're taking all that work out of it for the producers. They have so much to focus on with production, sales.
Absolutely.
So we can take a lot of the guesswork out for the client. We know the flower time, the height, the characteristics that come with it. It takes upwards of 8 months to a year to really determine a genetic if it's worth bringing up to production and selling to producers. We have to do several trials on it. We'll do our own in-house trial. We will send out to micro producers that we work closely with, let them try it. Give it a little run, see how it performs in their environment. Different lights, different growers' techniques, different medium. So that way we can compile the data together to know if that genetic's versatile enough to mother up and start selling to producers. Because you can't have a one hit, you know, and then it doesn't work for 4 other growers.
No.
That becomes a problem. So.
Absolutely. One of the things I've really enjoyed, Mark, is you've been able to tailor and tweak certain products to increase efficiencies. And here's one of the most unique things I've seen yet. And it's stupid simple, which usually are the best ideas ever. Tell us about this.
Yeah, this is a customized fastening system we designed. We all know shipping through couriers, boxes can get dropped upside down, dropped, you know, any which way. They also go through temperature changes, not necessarily, you know, always going to stay in a warm climate that's, you know, optimal for live plants. So we designed this. This is our fastening system. It's simple, it's quick to put together, it's quick to take apart. And that's kind of the critical part too, is nobody wants to waste time with something really complicated. So here's a fastening system with these dowels here that hold down what we call the comb. And this will hold down every single clone in this tray and not allow it to fall out. Once it's put together, it is quite secure. You can actually shake it, you can drop it, everything stays secure. And for dismantling, it's very quick and easy. It's a matter of just pulling the 2 dowels out, removing what we call the comb, and now your plants are ready to remove.
Stupid simple. And then it goes into a insulated tray for ensuring that the climate doesn't shift or change as the seasons do. And styrofoam lid goes on, and it all gets shipped out as one unit. Literally, it's protected up the wazoo, and then that goes in a box on top of it.
Yeah, then it goes inside a cardboard shell on top.
So this could be, you know, you obviously put a sticker that says this side up, but if you receive your cuttings upside down, you're still receiving your cuttings undamaged. Pretty smart. So right beside the microscopes to ensure that you're testing for populations for beneficial microbes and the potential bad pests, you've got your hop latent testing right beside it. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, I actually have 2 machines here. We always like to be able to cross-reference to make sure everything's operating correctly. Here we do our testing in the same area of where we will take a population for a new mother stock. That way we know we're testing that exact area of the plant to be reproduced into new mums.
That makes sense.
We also send root samples out to a third party for root testing. That's another way of identifying hops. Between the 2 ways of testing, you know, we're able to keep everything clean. Always know that we're taking cuts off of an absolutely clean, we call it a flat line. We follow the graphs and watch for any elevation in the RNA, or the RFU, sorry, which is detecting the RNA. And if we see, a potential, any elevation whatsoever, it could potentially be hops. So that's why we would then take that as a precaution, and that's a way that we can really, predetermine anything that might be like a infection later.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy, right? It's the latency of this virus that makes it so difficult.
yeah.
And being able to identify the RNA, correct, ahead of time to ensure that you're having the least amount of chance of having that viroid is really, really important. So you guys are running the Horty line of nutrients. How's your experience been?
Phenomenal.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were a little slow to change. And we were, kind of complacent with our old nutrient program. Once we got trialing it, we started seeing results. As the guys got mixing it, they're like, wow, this mix nice. Plants, as you can see in the tour here, they're absolutely lush, no deficiencies.
Yeah.
No excess of anything either, which is just a bigger problem.
You hit the nail on the head. Our tagline is quality focused, results based. We've always had that tagline, and our experience has been people that run the product have better results and spend less money. And I wouldn't do this episode until I knew you ran our nutrients, you had the experience, because I have to make sure time and time again that people have a great experience using our products. And it really makes me happy knowing that Lifecycle entrusted us to provide food for these plants, and yeah, the whole facility looks phenomenal.
Thank you. I know our growers have had support right from the day we started using them, and that goes a long ways of transitioning easier, reaching out and getting the information they need, any questions.
Great.
So that support helps a lot.
Now this is about an hour away from our headquarters. It's beautiful up here.
Yeah, this is Pacific Northwest. This is what it's all about. This is why we are where we are.
We can live anywhere in the world. We can choose to live anywhere we want. We love living here.
I agree. First kayaks ever in this lake, probably ever.
I would hazard a guess and say first human beings on this lake. I mean, this is a glacial-fed lake. We're up here to demonstrate how beautiful and how clean our water is and the environment that we have and care and protect. Every little bit of Green Planet nutrients encompasses this. The purest, cleanest water, the highest quality source nutrients. We care very much about ensuring that your plants get the best nutrition possible.
All the water that we get comes from lakes and glaciers like this.
One major advantage we have over every other nutrient manufacturer globally.
I think Green Planet's going to have a major role in the future of the industry. We're innovators, we create new products every day, and we'll be at the forefront of the movement. We're quality focused, we're result based. We have to make sure the end user has a positive experience every single time they use a Green Planet product.
Old, run-down buildings from the outside, and the insides are state-of-the-art.
Think you like them?
I like them so far. I mean, listen, function before fashion, I always say.
That's what's most important.
Absolutely.
We used the lab coats before, and I was looking at them going, well, what's that really gonna stop? If there is a bug, it's gonna fall out the bottom and potentially inside your grow room. So we like these ones.
So, unlike pre-veg 1, we're in pre-veg 2, and you're growing in easy plugs.
Yes, easy. These are the easy blocks.
Yeah. And these are a great product for increasing root mass. I think they're really good. People like them?
Yeah, they're very versatile. They get a nice root base to them, quick veg. These were just planted a couple days ago, so we're waiting on the roots to start poking through, but
Yep. So when a customer asks what medium, you're able to do whatever they want as a medium to cultivate in.
yeah, we can adapt to different size rock wool. We prefer these just because that's the majority of product, but as you saw earlier, we have the rock wool. We've also done the smaller, flatter rock wool size as well. So
Yeah. You were always, back in the day, known as Rockwool Mark. Because you bought an awful lot of rock wool.
4-inch rock wool.
4-inch rock wool. That
Flood
was
and
it.
drain.
Flood and drain. And here you are today, using all mediums for all types of cultivation facilities. So every precaution's been taken to ensure the potential of no insects, and it literally is on the envelope of the building itself. I just want to point this out: diatomaceous earth, which is like shards of glass, microscopic. This will cut any soft body insects before they even enter the building. So literally one more link in a chain, and it's nice to see this.
Yeah, it's just, once again, just adding anything we can use to minimize infestations. Doing all the perimeters, slowing down any bugs from getting up into the building envelope. We actually also use an insecticidal soap spray, which we spray weekly all around all buildings here, back into the any of the bushes and grass and stuff just around the exterior of the buildings. So that helps keep anything that is crawling towards the buildings. It kills them for one, and for two, it leaves a odor which is not appealing for the bugs to want to come this direction. It's going to make them want to go farther away. And even in the fall too, right? When you get the temperature changes, bugs start looking for a warm place. So what better, environment than trying to work their way into a cultivation facility.
Absolutely. And this says beat it.
Yep. Well, I've learned a lot over the years,
Have you ever? Have we ever?
and we're still learning.
Absolutely.
Well, it's evolving. There's new problems that we never used to have. Hop latent viroid never existed until several years ago.
Yep.
Root aphids were never a thing back in the day. And
Aphids were never a thing.
even those two.
And now aphids are attacking cannabis.
Yep.
So
Russet mites now.
absolutely.
And, nobody saw russet mites 20 years ago.
No.
So
And now we have to find ways to mitigate those problems because they've now arisen. And next is keeping your eye on what's potentially the next problem that your cannabis is going to have, so you can get ahead of it and be proactive.
yeah.
But having a great IPM program is just cheap insurance to make sure that those problems don't arise.
Yeah.
And we learned that we had to use harsh insecticides back in the day
Yeah.
to mitigate those problems.
And you can't do that now.
You can't do that now. And we should never have. So you can look back on the mistakes we've made and find new innovative techniques like biological insects and all these things, and really staying ahead of the curve and ensuring that your customer succeeds. It's my mantra to a T as a company, is make sure your customer succeeds, and if they succeed, you then succeed.
Well, that's what motivates us too. We want to see them succeed.
Absolutely.
It's what drives you. You want to see people happy, succeeding.
Absolutely.
It all goes around, and looking at the long term.
Yeah.
We're all building companies that are creating something for the future, and we're actually evolving the industry since legalization.
Yeah.
We're part of that whole curve of the beginning of cannabis legalization, and it's been a steep learning curve. It's bringing clean, quality product to consumers, and I think that cultivators should be proud of that.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of work that goes into that, a lot of years of learning risks, and when they're now at the stage of producing quality product and consumers are able to enjoy that, it's clean, it's it's a great industry to be in.
Absolutely, and it all starts here. Our look into Lifecycle Botanics ends here. But what should stay with you isn't the rooms or the equipment. It's the discipline behind it all. A nursery lives and dies by its steps. Missing one cleaning, rush one cut, overlook one tray, and the problems show up fast. That's why Mark and his team move with intention. Every plant, every process, every single day. Because strong harvests don't start in flower rooms. They start here, in the veg, the foundation that makes everything else in the garden possible. Until next time, this grow has been exposed.